Hey everybody, so today we're going to be reading Look, I Wrote a Book and You Can Too. And this book is by Lloyd and Neal, Layton. When you want to write a book, first you need a good idea. You can get one from your brain, your notebook, people staring out the window, all around you, wherever you go. Basically, you can write any book you like, except here's what you have to know, what you're talking about. Once upon a time, there was a sausage-osaurus. For instance, if you're writing a book about dinosaurs, but you don't know any good dinosaur names like Diplodocus, Triceratops, or Stegosaurus, or even how to spell crustaceous, no one will believe anything you say. Here's what else you have to know, who it's for. If you're writing a book for your grandma, for example, and it's all about tractors and dump trucks, she will be snoring because it's not even interesting to her. You should write about things grandmas love, like the olden days, or tap dancing, or you. When I was a tiny baby, seems like just yesterday. If you're writing a bedtime book for babies, you can't have scary monsters inside, or they'll be screaming and not sleeping. Wah, wah. Plus, you can't use big words like fragile or hilarious because they won't understand. You have to use small ones like blocks or bug. The book says the monster will eat you. Next, you need to sit still and do quiet concentrating and get all your crayons in a row. You must also get a table, a pencil, paper, a stapler, if you're allowed, your imagination, and a plan. So start. Then dinosaurs, scary bit, not, but, juice, snacks, more snacks, question mark, or babies. Quite the plan. Now you need a title, which is what your story's called. Here's some good titles. This is called a how-to manual, how to take your penguin for a walk. This is a horror story, spiders on the ceiling. This is a tragedy, cleaning my room. This is a history book, when I was a baby. This is a mystery, only one shoe. Here are some not good ones. How to change a diaper, a history of lettuce. Remember, your title must be appropriate. For instance, if your book is called Pretty Puppies, but inside are only horrible trolls, readers will be disappointed. Plus, you definitely need a story. Basically, a story has a hero, like me, something somebody wants, like maybe a horse. What goes wrong? The horse runs away. Something stopping her, like maybe a teacher or a baby or a criminal. No horses here. Something happening. She spies a horse in a field. How she gets what she wants in the end. She finds the horse again and tames it and rides home. At last, you're completely ready to start writing. So you write a beginning. Here's a bad beginning. First we stood up. Next we sat down. That would definitely win the most boring book ever prize. Here's a good beginning. Praying mantises have 6 legs and mandibles and eat their husbands. This is nonfiction because you absolutely did not make it up. My darling. Or, a daddy had some children. One day he lost them. This is fiction because you made it up. Then you write the middle where all the stuff goes. The daddy was worried. He looked everywhere. Where could he have put them? After that, you write the ending, which comes last. Suddenly, he found them. They were hiding in the closet. He was very happy. The end. If you want people to cry, you write a sad ending. Unfortunately, he didn't ever find them. He was very disappointed. The end. Always put the end so everyone knows the story's over. If you put to be continued, everyone has to read your next book. Now you have your juice and a snack. You probably should have words and pictures in your book. If you have no words, some people might not know what's happening and say, I don't get it. And if you don't have one picture, then it might send everyone to sleep. When you're finished, you can show your book to your friends. And they might say things like, this baby is not very fascinating, or I think we need more bunnies in here. Here's what else they might say. That was the most fantastic book ever. Are there bunnies or dinosaurs? Can there be a lightsaber? That was really long. Then you go away and draw better bunnies and cut the part about the boring baby just sleeping, which means you revise it, which means you make it even better. Now you stick the pages together and make page numbers. You must also be able to count. Next, you draw your best picture with lots of colors in it, and it goes in the front. That's the cover. Space Bunny and the Fascinating Baby. Written and illustrated by, put your name here. On the back, you put what famous people thought of your book. Anyone who doesn't read this is a cuckoo head. Your friend's name goes here. Then you make a beautiful portrait of yourself and underneath write about the author and give important historical facts like how old you are, how many sisters and brothers you have, your favorite color, if you have a pet, how many millions of cartwheels you can do without even stopping. Now you get people to buy your book. For instance, you could be friendly, give them cookies, let them play with your trucks, tie them to a chair. And that's how to write a book and be an author. And then you just go back to being a normal person. Or you could start your next book, like the sequel, and write things like how to write another book, the return of the spiders on the ceiling, the daddy who lost his children again, the other shoe comes home, the end. And the end's crossed out and it says, to be continued. I hope you enjoyed. Look, I wrote a book as much as I did, and I'll see you guys in my next Read Aloud. Bye.